Why are there not more people talking about the incredible strength of the underdog? Have you ever felt like the odds were stacked against you? Like no matter how hard you tried, the world pushed back even harder? Jake sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the wall. The room felt like it was closing in on him. Every breath was a reminder of his struggles. He had always felt like the world was stacked against him. Each day brought a new challenge, a new reason to doubt himself. But Jake was not the type to give up easily. Even when everything seemed dark, a small part of him yearned for a glimmer of hope. Yet somewhere deep inside, a fire burned, a fire that refused to be extinguished no matter how strong the storm. This is the story of those who refuse to give up, the underdogs who rise against all expectations. Stay with me as we uncover how the most unlikely heroes achieve the impossible. Jake grew up in a small town where everyone knew each other. He was an ordinary kid with extraordinary dreams. From a young age, he was passionate about sports. He spent hours practicing, dreaming of becoming a professional athlete. His determination was unmatched. His parents were supportive, though they had their reservations. They knew the path Jake chose was fraught with difficulties, yet they never stopped him from chasing his dreams. Jake's friends often marveled at his dedication. He was ready to take on the world. It was a regular training day when disaster struck. Jake was at the peak of his game, feeling invincible. But one misstep was all it took. As he sprinted down the field, his foot twisted awkwardly and he fell to the ground. Pain shot through his leg, and he knew something was terribly wrong. The doctors confirmed his worst fear, a severe injury that would take months to heal. Jake was devastated. All his hard work, everything he had sacrificed, seemed to crumble in an instant. The road to recovery looked long and arduous. Jake's life took a drastic turn after his injury. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The road to recovery was grueling. Physical therapy sessions were exhausting, and progress was slow. Each step forward seemed to come with 2 steps back. It was a battle against both his body and mind. The isolation was perhaps the hardest part. Jake missed the camaraderie of his team, the thrill of the game. He felt disconnected from the world he loved. Section 5. A coach's wisdom. In the midst of Jake's struggle, his coach paid him a visit. It wasn't just a routine check-in, it was a heartfelt gesture from someone who genuinely cared about his well-being. Coach Stevens had always seen potential in Jake. From the very first day he saw him on the track, he knew there was something special about this young man. He knew that this young man had the heart of a champion. Jake's determination, his drive, and his unwavering spirit were qualities that set him apart from the rest. Seeing Jake in such a state of despair was heartbreaking. The once vibrant and energetic athlete now seemed lost and defeated. But Coach Stevens was determined to help him find his way back. He knew that Jake needed more than just physical healing. He needed to rediscover his inner strength. "Jake," the coach began, "I know this is tough. I know it feels like the end of the road, but it's not. But you have to remember who you are. You're not just an athlete. You're a fighter. You've always been a fighter. This injury doesn't define you. It's just a chapter in your story, not the whole book." "This injury doesn't define you," he repeated, making sure Jake understood the gravity of his words. "What you do next does. Your actions, your decisions, and your attitude will shape your future." His words resonated deeply with Jake. It was as if a light had been switched on inside him. He realized that he had been focusing too much on what he had lost rather than what he still had. The trophies, the medals, the accolades, they were all reminders of his past achievements. With renewed determination, Jake decided to take control of his recovery. He set new goals, embraced the challenge, and began to see his injury as an opportunity to grow stronger, both physically and mentally. Section 6. The path to recovery. With a newfound sense of purpose, Jake threw himself into his recovery. He knew that the road ahead would be long and arduous, but he was ready to face it head-on. Physical therapy became his battleground. Each exercise was a challenge, a test of his willpower and endurance. Each session was a test of his limits, pushing him to his breaking point and beyond. The pain was intense, but Jake embraced it, knowing it was a sign of progress. It wasn't just about healing his body, it was about reclaiming his spirit. He looked at himself in the mirror, seeing not just the physical changes, but the mental and emotional growth as well. Every small victory was celebrated, every setback met with renewed determination. The support from his therapist and loved ones fueled his drive. Jake also focused on his mental strength. He understood that a strong mind was just as important as a strong body. He began reading books on resilience and mental toughness. These books became his guides, offering wisdom and strategies to overcome obstacles. He discovered the power of a positive mindset. The words on the pages inspired him, giving him the motivation to keep pushing forward. Meditation and visualization became daily practices. These moments of peace allowed him to center himself and focus on his goals. He envisioned himself back on the field, stronger and more determined than ever. This mental imagery was a powerful tool, helping him stay motivated. This mental training was as crucial as the physical. Balancing both aspects of his recovery was key to his progress. Day by day, Jake made progress. Each step forward, no matter how small, was a victory. He was a warrior on a mission, determined to reclaim his dreams. His journey was far from over, but with each passing day, he grew stronger, more resilient, and more determined to succeed. Section 7. The Rise of Resilience. Months passed, and Jake's hard work began to pay off. His body grew stronger and his mind became sharper. He could feel the change within him. He was not the same person who had fallen on the field that fateful day. He was more resilient, more determined. The fire within him had turned into a blaze. Jake's blog had gained a following. People from all walks of life read his posts and found inspiration in his journey. They saw a young man who had faced immense challenges but refused to be defeated. Jake's story resonated with them, reminding them of their own inner strength. He was ready to show the world that he was back and better than ever. The day finally came when Jake was cleared to return to the field. It was a moment he had dreamed of for months. As he stepped onto the turf, memories of his fall flashed through his mind. But instead of fear, he felt a surge of determination. This was his moment of redemption. His teammates welcomed him back with open arms. They had watched his journey from the sidelines, cheering him on every step of the way. The support from his friends and coaches was overwhelming. It reminded him that he was not alone in this fight. He had a team behind him rooting for his success. Jake had not just returned to the field, he had conquered it. The feeling of victory was indescribable. Jake stood on the field, surrounded by cheering teammates and fans. He had done it. He had overcome the odds and emerged victorious. The journey had been long and arduous, but it had all been worth it. The sweet taste of victory was a moment he would cherish forever. His teammates lifted him onto their shoulders, celebrating his triumph. Jake couldn't help but smile. He had not just proven his worth to the world, he had proven it to himself. The fire within him had never burned brighter. He was back, and he was stronger than ever. Jake's journey was filled with valuable lessons. Each step he took, each challenge he faced, and each victory he celebrated contributed to a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. He had learned the importance of resilience, the ability to keep going even when the odds were stacked against him. It was during the toughest times that Jake discovered his true strength. The power of a positive mindset became evident as he navigated through his journey. Jake realized that maintaining a positive outlook could turn obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into comebacks. And the strength of the human spirit shone through in every moment of perseverance. Jake's unwavering spirit was a beacon of hope, not just for himself, but for everyone who witnessed his journey. His story was a testament to the fact that no matter how difficult the challenge, it could be overcome with determination and hard work. Every drop of sweat, every moment of doubt, and every ounce of effort contributed to his ultimate success. He had also learned the value of support. The encouragement and belief from those around him were crucial in his journey. They provided the emotional and mental strength he needed to keep pushing forward. His friends, family and coaches had been there for him every step of the way. Their unwavering support was a constant reminder that he was not alone in his struggles. Their belief in him had fueled his own belief in himself. Knowing that others had faith in his abilities gave Jake the confidence to push beyond his limits and achieve what once seemed impossible. Jake realized that no one could do it alone. The journey to success was not a solitary path, but one that was enriched by the presence and support of loved ones. It was the support of his loved ones that had helped him rise above his challenges. Their encouragement was the wind beneath his wings, lifting him higher than he ever thought possible. Another crucial lesson was the importance of mental strength. Jake discovered that physical prowess alone was not enough. The mind played an equally significant role in achieving greatness. Jake had discovered that the mind was just as powerful as the body. Through meditation, visualization, and mental training, he honed his focus and resilience, preparing himself for any challenge that came his way. His positive mindset and mental training had played a significant role in his recovery. By nurturing his mental strength, Jake was able to overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, proving that true power lies within. Jake's story is a powerful reminder that we all have the strength to overcome our challenges. No matter how difficult the journey, we have the power to rise above. Jake's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and a positive mindset. It's a story that inspires us all to keep fighting for our dreams. If Jake can overcome his challenges, so can we. His story is a call to action for all of us. It's a reminder that we have the strength to face our own obstacles, to push through the pain, and to come out stronger on the other side. We are all capable of greatness. So the next time you face a challenge, remember Jake's story. Remember the fire within you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more health and wellness tips. Also, click the link below for exclusive content and additional resources to help you on your wellness journey. Your support means a lot and helps us to continue to bring you valuable information. So hit that subscribe button and let's stay healthy together.